Welcome back, my YouTube friends, to another exciting journey into the world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we are not just talking about any ordinary coin. We are diving deep into a true masterpiece of American coinage history, the millionaire USA Jefferson Nickel, with those mysterious rare black dots. And let me tell you right from the beginning, this coin is not less than a priceless treasure. If you have one of these in your collection, you are holding a ticket that can change your life forever. Stay with me until the end because I will reveal its present value in today's auction market, and trust me, you will be absolutely shocked. Now let's start with a little background and history. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It was designed by Felix Schloss, and over the decades it has become one of the most widely circulated and beloved coins in the United States. History. The 1985 Jefferson nickel is made of a copper-nickel composition, with President Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the obverse and his famous Monticello home on the reverse. Millions of these coins were minted, but here's the catch. Not all nickels are created equal. Some have extraordinary features that make them stand out from the rest. And those rare varieties can take you from an ordinary collector to someone sitting on a real fortune. What makes the 1985 Jefferson nickel with rare black dots so unique is its striking error-like appearance. These black marks are not just random stains. They are minting irregularities and toning patterns that collectors absolutely adore. It's that unique flaw that turns this common coin into a one-of-a-kind gem. In the world of numismatics, rarity plus uniqueness equals demand, and demand equals skyrocketing value. Remember, collectors are always chasing what others do not have, and this coin delivers exactly that. Now let's talk about rarity and collector demand. The 1985 nickel in circulated condition is already uncommon when it shows unusual patterns, but when it carries those rare black dots, it becomes a true standout. These coins do not appear every day in the market. You cannot just walk into any shop and expect to find one. It's like searching for a diamond in the rough, and because the supply is so limited, collectors fight tooth and nail to get their hands on one. Whenever this coin surfaces in an auction, the competition is fierce, the bidding wars are intense, and the final price can leave even experienced collectors stunned. And here comes the part you have been waiting for, the current market value. A circulated 1985 Jefferson nickel with these rare black dots can fetch unbelievably high prices today. In fact, in the auction market, such a coin has been valued at not less than $25,000 or more. Yes, you heard me correctly. $25,000 for a nickel that most people would overlook as just ordinary pocket change. Let that sink in for a moment. That's not just a coin, that's a treasure chest in your hand. And trust me, the value I'm telling you is absolutely correct. This is not an exaggeration, it's reality. Right now, people are calling this coin a millionaire maker because it has the potential to transform your financial destiny overnight. Think about it. If you are lucky enough to own one of these nickels, you are holding something that is more than metal. You are holding history, rarity, beauty, and wealth all packed into one. The present value of this coin makes it no less than a jackpot. It is being chased worldwide, and the demand is soaring higher and higher. Do not underestimate it for a single second. This is not a coin you throw away or spend at a store. This is a piece of treasure that collectors are willing to pay fortunes for. Now, let me give you an important tip for collectors. If you own a 1985 Jefferson nickel with those rare black dots, do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers who will try to trick you into thinking it is worth only a few dollars. Trust me, my friends, do not waste your precious treasure. This is the kind of coin that deserves a spotlight in major auctions, not in the hands of a casual buyer who has no idea of its worth. Believe me, your coin is a masterpiece, and masterpieces are never sold cheaply. Always remember that when you hold such a treasure, you are holding something that represents power, status, and financial security. The people who know the true value will always pay big, and you must never let your coin go for less. Protect your treasure, showcase it proudly, and if you ever decide to sell it at the right place, at the right time, to the right people who truly understand its value. In conclusion, the 1985 Jefferson nickel with rare black dots is not just a coin. It is a symbol of wealth, a rare gem of history, and a treasure that can make you rich beyond your imagination. Hold on to it tightly, treasure it, and never let anyone convince you it is worth less than its true glory. Trust me, this coin is your hidden fortune, your priceless masterpiece, your millionaire maker. So my friends, if you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare treasures, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because there are more treasures waiting to be revealed. Next up, today, I am bringing you something truly extraordinary, something that stands high above ordinary collectibles. We are talking about the United States of America, Jefferson Nickel from 1977 in fine condition, a coin that is not just rare, not just valuable, but a true masterpiece of American history. This is not an ordinary piece of change you might have found in your pocket decades ago. This is a treasure with the power to completely transform your life if you hold on to it wisely. Now let's dive deep into the story of this magnificent coin. The Jefferson Nickel was first introduced in 1938 to honor one of the greatest founding fathers and the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. By 1977, the design had already cemented its place in history, featuring Jefferson's dignified portrait on the obverse and the famous Monticello, his iconic home on the reverse. The coin itself is composed mainly of copper and nickel, simple metals on the surface, but in truth, when a coin like this survives in fine condition, it turns into something worth far more than its weight in metal. It becomes a historical artifact, a legacy, and for collectors, a golden opportunity. What makes the 1977 Jefferson Nickel so special, you ask? The unique features of this coin are not just in its design, but in its survival. Millions were struck for circulation, yes, but how many have lasted through decades of use and handling in such a fine state? Very few. Coins that look sharp, with clear details of Jefferson's profile and Monticello's lines still standing proudly, are already set apart from the masses. Every small detail matters: the condition, the luster, the sharpness of the strike. And when all these things come together, collectors recognize that this is not just another coin. This is a prize. The rarity is where the true magic lies. Collectors all over the world are constantly searching for these gems, and the demand keeps climbing higher with each passing year. Fine condition means this 1977 Jefferson Nickel is already ahead of countless others that have been worn out by time. It becomes part of the elite group of coins that serious investors and collectors crave. Let me tell you this straight. When such coins hit the auction market, they don't sell like ordinary items. They explode in value because the bidding war begins the moment collectors realize what is at stake. Now let's talk about today's market value. A 1977 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition is not something you can measure with small numbers. Today, in auctions, these coins are reaching massive figures in dollars, figures that make jaws drop and hearts race. Right now, the market is showing us that these nickels are being valued as treasures worth thousands of dollars. And in some rare cases, prices are reported to stretch into the tens of thousands of dollars when collectors desperately want to add them to their holding. That means if you have one in your hands, you are not holding a coin. You are holding a key to wealth, a true millionaire maker. This is not just money, this is legacy, this is history, this is fortune in its purest form. And let me assure you, the value I'm telling you is absolutely correct. This is not a myth, not a rumor, not a small exaggeration. These coins are out there making people wealthy overnight. Imagine having a single piece of metal in your collection that carries the weight of such treasure. That is the power of the 1977 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition. You are holding nothing less than a priceless artifact that serious collectors would fight for, no matter the cost. Here's my personal advice to every one of you lucky enough to own this coin. Do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers who try to trick you into believing your coin is worth little. They are hunting treasures at throwaway prices, and if you hand it over to them, you will lose the chance of a lifetime. Trust me when I say this, you must protect your coin, guard it like the treasure it is, and when the right collector or the right auction comes along, then and only then will you see the true power of this nickel. Collectors, listen carefully. Coins like this do not just come into circulation again. They are disappearing, being locked away in collections that will never see the light of day. This makes the remaining ones even more valuable with every passing year. That is why today, if you own this Jefferson Nickel, you hold an opportunity greater than gold. It's a fortune waiting to be unlocked. So my friends, if you have a 1977 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition, treat it as your secret wealth, your hidden treasure. Do not let anyone convince you otherwise. The demand is rising, the rarity is growing, and the value is skyrocketing. You are holding something people dream of finding: a millionaire maker in the palm of your hand. Stay smart, stay patient, and remember, your coin is not just a coin. It is a treasure chest, a piece of history, and a path to wealth. Protect it, value it, and never settle for less than what it truly deserves. Thank you for joining me today. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1977 Jefferson Nickel, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because we are uncovering treasures that the world needs to know about. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and always remember, you might already be holding the treasure of a lifetime. Next up, today I'm bringing you something that will shake the foundations of the coin collecting world. We are diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet secretly powerful coins of United States history, the 1980 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition. And let me tell you right from the start, this is not just a coin, it is a gateway to wealth, a collector's dream, and a piece of history that can transform your financial destiny overnight. Yes, you heard me right. This tiny piece of metal has the potential to make you feel like you've struck pure treasure. Now, before I reveal its astonishing market value in today's auctions, let's take a quick journey back to its roots. The Jefferson Nickel series began in 1938, named in honor of the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The design was created by Felix Schlag, and it quickly became one of the most recognized and beloved coins in American currency. The 1980 edition was struck in large numbers, but here's the twist: finding one in fine condition with unique preservation is where the real magic lies. These nickels are made primarily of copper and nickel, yet in the collector's market, they stand tall like shining diamonds among ordinary stone. What sets the 1980 Jefferson Nickel apart are its unique features. The detailed portrait of Jefferson, the sharp Monticello building on the reverse, and the striking mint marks from that year make this coin carry an elegance that collectors crave. Many ordinary people pass by these nickels without a second thought, but true collectors know that the hidden beauty of its design and its historical significance make it nothing short of a collectible masterpiece. Now let's talk about what really gets everyone excited: rarity and demand. Although millions were minted, only a handful survive today in collectible conditions that catch the eyes of serious buyers. And when I say demand is high, I mean it is skyrocketing like never before. Auction houses today are showcasing the 1980 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition as if it were a jewel from a king's crown. People are not treating it like spare change. They are chasing it like a priceless treasure chest. Imagine the feeling of holding in your hand something that collectors are fighting for, bidding higher and higher, desperate to own it. That's the kind of frenzy this coin is creating. Now the big question: what is the market value of this coin in fine condition today? This is where things get truly exciting. In today's auction markets, this coin can command values reaching into the thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands. In fine condition, the 1980 Jefferson Nickel has been seen touching astonishing heights, pushing into $5,000 to $10,000 and beyond when the right buyers are in the room. That's not just pocket money. That's a life-changing amount for something that most people think is worth only 5 cents. This is why I keep telling you, do not underestimate these treasures. This coin is a millionaire maker, waiting to reward those who recognize its true worth. Let me make this clear to you. If you are holding a 1980 Jefferson Nickel in fine condition, you are not just holding a coin. You are holding a piece of hidden fortune, a vault of wealth, a treasure chest that can transform your life. Auctioneers are shouting, collectors are bidding, and the price keeps climbing higher and higher. Believe me when I say this coin is in such high demand that it is already being treated like a rare gemstone among serious investors. Now, let me give you a word of advice. Do not sell your precious treasure to a common buyer at cheap prices. Avoid these scammers. Trust me, and do not waste your precious treasure. Too many people fall into the trap of selling rare coins for a fraction of their worth, because someone convinces them it is just spare change. No! This coin is not just spare change. It is a valuable treasure, a powerhouse of wealth, and a golden opportunity for anyone smart enough to hold on to it. Collectors, listen closely. This is not the time to let go of your coins cheaply. The market is hot, the demand is strong, and the future value of the 1980 Jefferson Nickel is only rising higher. The fine condition coins are being hunted like pearls in the ocean, and those who own them are sitting on a throne of value. If you're lucky enough to have one, treasure it, protect it, and let it grow in value. Because what you hold today may become tomorrow's most coveted coin in American history. So my final message to all of you is simple. Recognize the wealth in your hand. Don't be fooled by the small size. This coin is more powerful than gold when it comes to collector value. Trust me when I say it. The 1980 Jefferson Nickel is a true millionaire maker, a treasure chest and a collector's crown jewel. Do not underestimate it, and do not let it go cheaply.